I'm talking to you. You had that video in your phone for like 3 months and you never did anything with it. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alicia and I'm about to put y'all on game real quick. I'm gonna be talking to you all about the keys to virality, success on the internet, and ultimately, you know, building a community and being able to make money off your content. Because if you're not making money off your content, then you're doing the content wrong. Just a little bit about myself. I'm Alicia. I'm a mobile braider in Atlanta and I make content, soon to be a full-time content creator. I went from 2,500 subscribers to almost 100,000 subscribers in the span of 6 months. I started making videos in like 2015 and I wasn't really consistent and I wasn't seeing growth in my channel due to that. But then last year, 2023, I was like, I wonder where I would be if I had been consistent, and where would my followers be? Would I be having brand deals? Like, would I be booked and busy as a braider? And I just started posting every day and I threw away my fear. I threw away all the what ifs and I just started posting. And there were some things that I learned along the way that make all my videos go viral. So let me just tell y'all real quick how I went viral. And viral for me is like millions of views. Like, so this was my first video that got millions of views. So the story behind it is, like I said, I'm a mobile braider and I had been filming my mobile braider journey for a while. And this one video got everybody because I appealed to people's emotions. So y'all know it's like this braider hate train also. So people hate braiders and content creators. I'm both of those. But basically, this was my client's first time. This was our first time meeting. And I was like, you know what? I want to film a little skit. Like, I want to do a little skit. So this client had like an inch of hair when I pulled up. She didn't read my policy. You're supposed to have 4 inches of hair. Her style cost like $300 something. And to most people, they pockets can't handle $300 styles. On top of that, they don't know the backstory of like me being a mobile braider and me having to drive an hour to the client and there being a travel fee. I provide the hair and all that good stuff. So they just see the price and they're like, oh, I would never pay that. I would just expect all that if you are a service provider. I would never pay. You want to go viral? Name your price. Basically, I was like, I had this skit in my mind and I really wasn't going to do it, but I was like, no, I got to do this. So I was like, all right, can we do a skit? I'll explain it when I get there. It's probably not going to make sense to you, but I don't know. I'll edit it and make it make sense. So basically, I was like, yeah, just act completely like uninterested in my services and my presence. Just act like you don't want to be here and mug me and all that stuff. Just be real stank. And to us, like, we know we like each other, like, but I thought it was just funny. I appealed to people's anger with the price. It was the price. It was the caption. It wasn't the skit. It was the caption. I said she paid $400. When you're mad that you paid $400 for a style, but you need your hair done. So when I say that blew up and got millions of views, I was like, so all I gotta do is make people mad? So from there, it just kind of went up. Like, my views went up, my watch hours, my subscribers. Like, within the next 4 months, I think I had like 10,000. No. I had like 25,000 subscribers in like the next 4 months. And then, so all of this, like this viral stuff started in, I would say, I think it was August. My first viral video was August of 2023. And by December, I had 90,000 subscribers. So starting off with 2,500 to 90,000 is insane. And I've made thousands off of YouTube so far. And that's just off of YouTube alone. And I've also made thousands off of brand deals so far. And the more you do brand deals, the more appealing you are to brands. So they're gonna be like, oh, they promoted their brand this way. I've worked with BetterHelp. I've worked with ReadyHub. I work with ReadyHub monthly. So that is now a monthly check coming in. Because I understand social media and I understand people. Like, every video I post now will do well. And I'm 100% sure of that. There is a formula. Social media is a game. So I'm about to just tie y'all the keys, and put y'all on real quick. So before we get into the video, if you want to book with me, my braid page is The Braid Palace on Instagram, and my website is thebraidpalace.com. I offer ebooks, I offer one-on-one mentorship. The first thing you want to do before you do any of these 5 steps is become a producer instead of a consumer. So consumers sit and watch content all day and just consume content, but they're not doing anything with it. But producers, we may watch content, but we use this content and we get ideas and we feed off of that content and create our own. So when you're creating your content, you want to keep in mind the value. Are you adding value to somebody's timeline? So for me, in my case, I go viral because I add value. I'm a mobile braider. That's something that people have never seen before, or it's rare. So the ways that I offer value is in my videos, I'll either give tips or I'll share my experiences as a mobile braider, and I bring people along my journey of being a mobile braider because, like I said, this is a tight market and not many people are in this market. So you want to make sure you're offering value. You want to attract customers while also educating people who are interested in doing what you're showcasing. If you offer value, your content is more likely to be shared because, for one, somebody might know somebody that's interested in what you're doing, and people like to feel like they very smart and they're educated. So somebody's gonna send you something like, oh, did you know this? Did you know this? So automatically your content is shareable when you're educating people. The second thing that I take advantage of is shock factor. Yeah, so y'all see how in the beginning of the video I caught your attention before I shared with you what I was really going to do. One thing about this generation is we have short attention span. If you don't catch your potential client or viewer within the first 2 seconds of the video, you lost them. So take advantage of shock factor. I'm not saying just do anything. Don't go crazy for the internet, but also give that shock. Say something kind of outrageous to catch the people's attention, but don't be foolish. Don't just be doing anything out here. So you want to catch the person's attention, and then you want to give them the value. That I keep in mind is being fearless. A lot of times when I create my content, I catch myself being a little scared to post sometimes, and that's only because people really are weird. No cut cards behind their phone, they will say anything. It could be an innocent video of a baby hugging his mom or something like that, and people will find something in that video to say and make a negative comment on, and that can be discouraging. But don't let that discourage you because it's always going to happen. Regardless of what you post, people are going to have something to say, and that's just that. And one thing I keep in mind is these people half of the time are miserable. You'll never see these people in person. The internet should be taken so lightly because this is just the internet. In real life, people not going to come up to you and be like, your edges are too thick, your eyebrows are ugly. People don't do that. So whatever you put on the internet, if you feel like you're scared to post it, just post it. Put your phone down, turn your notifications off. It's not real. It's on the internet. So don't even worry about how you're gonna look, because at the end of the day, you're gonna get paid for that content eventually. You know how, for example, Drew Walls, we have our tripods as content creators. We have our tripods. We go and we show people throughout the day. And there was a little phase where people were hating content creators because it's corny or whatever. And when Drew Walls did it and it went viral, now he's getting reposted by Drake and he's getting invited places and all of this stuff. And that's because he was fearless. It is scary to set up your tripod and go and film in front of strangers because content creation is still technically new, but you can't let that stop you, especially if you have, for one, you have a look, you have information to share, you have a lot to offer to the world. Don't let these people scare you away from, sharing what you have and sharing your creativity and expressing yourself. Just go for it. Throw the fear out the window. If you need to pray about it, you need to pray about it. If you need to talk to somebody, you go talk to somebody, but post that content. You'll never be a content creator if you're scared of people's opinions. You'll never be successful if you let the opinions of others stop you from posting. Just do it. Post it. I'm talking to you. You had that video in your phone for 3 months and you never did anything with it. Imagine if you posted that video. That could have been the video that made you go viral, and who knows where you could have been. Are you a travel vlogger? You could have been getting hotel stays for free. Are you a beauty influencer? You could have been getting makeup for free, going on brand trips. Like, come on now, just post the content. Build a community. This one is kind of for people who might have like a little bit of following, but not really. You don't have to have 100,000 subscribers to build a community, but when you build a community, the reason that you are doing that is because people are going to trust you more when you post and you interact with your followers. People are going to start to trust you, and when people trust you, they want to see what you're doing. They like you, you become more likable, and they'll ultimately buy from you whatever you sell. When you're a content creator and you have a platform, you can sell anything, and people who support you will buy it. So I take advantage of that in the way of like, I'm still offering value, but I want to make money off of my value now. So I sell ebooks, I sell classes, and even my content, I'm offering value, but I'm getting paid for it. So you might want to start a Discord. You might want to just respond to your comments on your page or your Instagram or your YouTube channel. You might want to start reposting people who tag you. Things like that build community, and posting consistently builds community. The last one is appealing to emotions. And this one, for me, has been everything for my channel, for my Instagram, for my bookings. I'm gonna show y'all a couple of videos that I've done that appeal to different emotions. So for one, I'll show something really relatable and people can relate to it, so they're like, oh, I like this. I'll show a video of my braids changing somebody's lives, and that appeals to their emotions. I'll post a video of me complaining about clients or complaining about other braiders, and that appeals to people's emotion. But the strongest emotion to appeal to, honestly, is anger. So if you have something to say that might be kind of controversial, don't be afraid to post it, because controversy is what gets the people sharing, retweeting, reposting, all that. I posted a video of my own experience with a scammer, like an Atlanta rapper scammer. They weren't really the rapper, and I was fully aware of that. But you believe how many people are angry, and that anger makes them want to share it with their friends and talk about it. Take advantage of that, because like I said, at the end of the day, people are always going to be mad. Like, people are always going to comment negativity on your post regardless, and you just got to have tough skin. And that's something that you want to consider if you want to be a content creator, because it can get tough. Like, sometimes I might slip up and see a comment, I'm like, why would that person say that? But also, your view just got me money. You know what I'm saying? That comment just got me up in the algorithm. If your goal is to just share your creativity and your experiences, you just gotta let go of all of that and just post it. Don't be afraid to appeal to these people's emotions. Don't be afraid to make them mad. Don't be afraid to make them sad, make them cry. Share your story. Another example is the lady who's going viral right now because her husband was like a pathological liar. She's appealing to all y'all emotions. She is triggering y'all. She's making y'all sad. She's making y'all angry. And it's working. She's making bag off of that 50-something part series. And a consumer is just watching it. But a producer is like, oh wow, like, I'm about to make some money off of this. Like, let me do this more often. Ultimately, the goal is to create content that you know is shareable. If you're a braider, for an example, the pictures of your braids and the videos of your braids alone are not cutting it anymore. People want voiceovers. They want stories. They want to relate to you. People want to be sold to without being sold to. So every time I make a video and I show people my process, I'm selling them my services without saying, just book with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to say more than that. At the end, you can add in, oh, to book with me, da 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 da. But you don't want people to think that the goal for this video was just to get a booking. Like, you want to share your story, bring people through the timeline, get people invested in you, and then they will spend money with you. Content creation is definitely it's not an easy thing. And you got to be prepared for whatever comes with that. If you blow up, you got to be prepared to have no privacy anymore. You have to be prepared to deal with the negativity. You have to be prepared with people not really giving you the flowers that you deserve, or people giving you the flowers that you deserve, but it's not genuine, or they just want to be around you. Consider all that before you become a content creator. But also consider the money that could be made. You can get paid from YouTube. You can get paid from brand deals. And when I say brand deals pay more, depending on how many subscribers that you have, your brand deals is the bag. So you want to make sure when you posting this content, think about that virality. Think about the amount of people that you're reaching, the amount of people that are looking at you, the amount of brands that are possibly looking at you. Because brands have people that literally sit and look for people to promote their business or their product. Because brands no longer want to pay $50,000 to put a commercial on TV, but instead they're going to invest $10,000 in one content creator that can reach maybe half of the amount of people that the commercial could reach. So content creation is the wave. Content creation is going to be around for a long time. You want to get in now. Like, you want to get in while it's still fresh, while it's still new, while it's still relevant, because the money is to be made now. The bag is to be made now, period. So if you want to hear more about content creation and the social media game and virality and just the key tips, go to my website right here and purchase my ebook. It's only $20, and I get really into depth. Like, I get into detail about everything, a little bit into my story about how I became a content creator. Follow me on Instagram and subscribe to my website so y'all can be updated on everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you thumbs up, tell your friends about my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.